Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back, I'm here. We are here today to talk about my 10 most worn fragrances from the summer season of 2024. Yes, it's been a while. Life has been very busy with my family and with work. That's why, it's taken me this long to record and upload the video. But I definitely wanted to do this for you guys, just to let you know what I wore in the summer, what I enjoyed, and things of that nature. So just so you have a bit of context. Now, first things first, I'm not going to go super in depth with these fragrances here, only because I've already talked about them throughout the course of summer, and I gave you guys the complete note breakdown and things like that. I really wanted to make this video pretty quick and just kind of get to the point, because we're going into the fall season and I have plenty of content coming for that particular season. So right now I just want to focus and talk about these 10 fragrances, most worn fragrances from summer 2024. Now, before we continue, just do me a favor, hit the like button. It's been a while. I'm sure my algorithm is all jacked up from me being gone, so please hit that like button for me. Don't forget to comment. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear and know about some fragrances that you've enjoyed throughout the course of summer, whether they be most worn, discoveries, anything of the sort. Leave that down below there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and for those that are returning, I appreciate your patience, your understanding, and just sticking with me through this, through the time my absence. Thank you. And if you could share this video out, I would really appreciate that as well. Get my lovely face back out there in the realm or world of YouTube, if you will. All right, enough blabbing. Let's get into the fragrances. First one coming up, yeah, we're skipping the intro. We're getting right into the meat and potatoes, is Meteore from Louis Vuitton. So what I love about this fragrance, why I wore it so much and, enjoyed it. Now, most of these fragrances also I have worn to work. I have worn casual days, so all sorts of things like that, right? So what I love about this one is there's a fresh soapiness about the scent, and to me that comes from the combination of mandarin and neroli that you have, but then there's a spicy quality with the Szechuan pepper. I believe maybe there's vetiver in here, because there is a slight dry woody aspect to the scent. All in all, though, this is a fresh, clean, out of the shower sort of smell. Very easy to wear. If you want to call it basic, that's fine. I completely understand where you're coming from. It is quite simplistic in that, and I don't think it's trying to be anything other than that. But this is one of those scents that is fresh out of the shower, clean smelling, without smelling like a generic kind of body wash. Like when you think of things like Dior Sauvage and maybe even Dylan Blue from Versace, those kind of fragrances may come to your mind. This does things a bit different. I find personally that the quality is a little bit better here. The performance is crazy strong. I'm getting anywhere between 8 and 10 hours when I wear this, with a crazy scent trail, sillage, scent bubble, however you guys want to, interpret that. This stuff is potent, strong, and again, just smells fresh and clean, and I love that about this scent here. So again, that's Meteore from Louis Vuitton. Nice little LV on the cap. This next fragrance comes to us from a small indie niche house called Boka Fragrance. This is Zelen. Now, Zelen it opens up with this combination of citrus notes, so it's very bright and uplifting in the opening. It has a little bit of spice as things start to transition. This Mysore sandalwood comes through in the base. Oh man, such a great note there. And the star of the show, of course, is going to be vetiver. So the vetiver here is very clean. It's crisp. It is very, overall, well, the composition itself is very smooth. That vetiver is smooth. Nothing sharp, nothing smoky about it. Very woody, very root-like in the approach that Boris took, the perfumer, the owner of the brand, took while creating this fragrance, and just makes for an easier to wear vetiver fragrance. I say easier to wear because I understand that not everybody is into vetiver fragrances. Now, if you are dipping your toes into the world of vetiver, you have a little bit of coin to spend, this would be a great place for you to start, because again, it's approachable. It is very easy to wear, unless of course you are not, into vetiver scents. But the point is is this is an easy to wear, approachable vetiver style fragrance. One that I think that you should definitely get your nose on and check out. It's beautiful. It's also very green too. I forgot to mention that. There is a green tone to the scent as well. So just, yeah, a beautiful, stunning creation. It's not a beast. It's not something that's going to, you know, reach across the room and grab somebody's attention like that. This is more of a scent that somebody is going to discover on your skin. Meaning when they get closer to you, they will definitely pick up and smell the scent on you. And it lasts forever. This is a 9-10 hour fragrance. Again, not super potent or anything like that, which is completely fine, especially for me, who works closely with colleagues and clients all day. Something that I reach for here because it is just easy to wear and non-offensive. Again, as long as you're into the idea of vetiver. But again, easy, approachable vetiver fragrance here. And I absolutely love it. Again, this is called Zelen from Boka Fragrance. Beautiful bottles, by the way. Just thought I'd add that. All right, let's move on. Well, let's stick with the green theme. You guys know that have been around for a long time. If you haven't been around for a long time on my channel, I am a huge fan of Fougeres. In fact, Fougeres are one of my favorite styles of perfumery or favorite genres in perfumery, whichever way you'd like to interpret. This one coming to us from the house of Rogue Perfumery. This is Fougere L'Aube. Fougere L'Aube. So this is fresh, green, lightly barbershop-like with this beautiful mossy woody base. This stuff is fan-freaking-tastic. In fact, out of the, I think, if memory serves me correct, there's 3 Fougeres from the Rogue line. It's this here, Mousse Illuminée and Bon Monsieur, which I own all 3. This one along with Bon Monsieur are my 2 favorites. So what I like about Bon Monsieur, I know I'm probably butchering the name, but it's what it is. What I like about that is that's perfect for me for like the fall time, right? Because you have an emphasis on the spices, on the green nuances, a little bit darker in the way that it wears or reads, you know, on skin. Where this one here goes in the fresh, soapy, almost barbershop-like in the way that it's done, in the way that it smells off my skin. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I absolutely love this fragrance. As you could see, you know, we got a nice little dent going on there. And performance here, great. Fantastic. All-day performance. Gorgeous scent cloud. Sillage, bubble, scent bubble, however, you know, again, you want to perceive that, but great, great scent. I absolutely love this stuff. If you are a Fougere lover and you find yourself owning, you know, kind of, yeah, redundancy, you know, in the Fougere genre with the dark, with the darker tones, the spices, the aromatics, and you want something a bit more on the fresh side, I would say definitely try Fougere L'Aube by Rogue Perfumery because this is just that, a fresh take on a Fougere. Still has all the elements, the soapy qualities that a traditional Fougere does have, except this, again, the emphasis is on the brighter green nuances that I absolutely love, and it makes for a great office scent too. So once again, Fougere L'Aube by Rogue Perfumery. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a fragrance by the toe. Boom. Creed Aventus Cologne. Guys, you know this one. You know it. Not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. This is fresh. It still has that pineapple feel. You have this kind of melody of different citrus notes that comes together to create this citrus accord. It's also when it dries down, you have ambergris. You have the vetiver feel. Just a very fresh, uplifting scent that has that familiar Aventus DNA because this is a flanker of Aventus. If you didn't know that, now you know. Yes, a teensy bit of sarcasm. All in all, I love this. I love the Aventus DNA. I have the Eau de Parfum, which is a newer F batch. This one, the batch on here is... Oh, this is also an F batch. So F550 is this one here. And I also have a F batch of the Eau de Parfum with the black label, not this silver matte gray label. So again, just a brighter, fresher take on the Eau de Parfum, its predecessor. I think they did a great job with this fragrance here. They made a true flanker and freshened it up a bit, and that's what I really love about this one. Personally, I prefer this over the Eau de Parfum in scent profile and in performance as well. I do still plan on doing a comparison video between the two, where I'm going to dive a little bit more in depth with the fragrances. There is an airiness to the scent. The Eau de Parfum wears a little bit more dense than this one, which is why I prefer this. I love that airy quality about it. I mean, you smell fresh and clean with that, signature Aventus DNA. Once again, that is Creed's Aventus Cologne. Oh, before I put this down, the performance on this all day long, 6 to 8 hours, somewhere in that vein. It projects great for like that first hour, hour and a half. Then it sits a little bit closer to the skin after that, while again having you smelling great, and people around you will definitely be able to smell you. At least they do when I have this on my skin. So now we'll put this down. Creed Aventus Cologne. I hope you guys realize this isn't like a ranked video or anything like that. I think I don't really do ranked videos, but yeah. Anyway, this is Fragrance du Bois London Spice. Easy wear. Easy wear, not too much thinking. Cold spices, lavender, fresh kind of aquatic / marine. Kind of goes in the marine territory a little bit. Overall, all in all, this is just a fresh, clean, gentlemanly type of scent. It has this bit of soapy quality and woodsiness in the base, but again, just overall crisp, clean, refreshing, great smelling. Not a whole lot to think about when you want to apply this scent, because it's just easy to wear, great for the office, great for like a first date scent, again, because I find at least that it's very mass appealing, and I think it was built that way in my opinion, just based on things that I've read and other reviews that I've seen on the scent. Just seems like it was built for the masses, and I do believe that it is a mass appealing scent. Obviously they have darker scents. They're known for their ouds. Sahara is a great, semi-challenging fragrance, but this right here, opposite side of the spectrum, very easy to wear, very easy to like. I mean, there's not really much, again, not much thinking when it comes to the scent. Lasts all day, a little bit quiet though. It doesn't project a whole lot or push off of the skin. Even when first applied, it does sit pretty close to the skin. But overall, this is a great scent, and I do have the Office Champions video. I kind of hinted at that in my one of my previous videos, more recent previous videos. This will definitely be on there, because I think for the folks that have a little bit of extra money to spend, this is a great one for the office. It smells familiar, but it's also kind of unique at the same time, and I like the approach there. So, Fragrance du Bois, London Spice. All right, next one. This is an easy one right here. This is Hermes Terre, Eau Givree. Timu pepper creates this grapefruit accord, citron, vetiver, simplistic note breakdown, and it wears just like that. Just like that. Citron, grapefruit, and you have that woody vetiver, fresh, clean, refreshing. Such an easy to wear, easy, like nose pleasing by everybody. By you as the wearer, or myself as the wearer, and everybody around you will just appreciate the way that you smell, because this is just that great. Is it the best performer? No. Do I think it's one of the best freshies out there on the market from the designer realm? Absolutely, I do. And I really, truly believe that. This stuff is fantastic. It's one of those fragrances, lasts all day on me. Well, no, this lasts about 6-7 hours. Not a crazy projector, not a crazy performer. But when I'm looking for something easy to wear, when I don't want something loud screaming off the skin, and I just want to smell fresh and clean, but a little bit unique at the same time, yep, Eau Givree checks those boxes for me and may check those boxes for you. Get your nose on it when you have the opportunity. This is Terre d'Hermès, Eau Givree by Hermès. All right, so I did have a signature scent when it came to my date night selections. My girlfriend and I went on plenty of dates throughout the course of the summertime. And on those dates, I had one fragrance that I wore on a consistent basis, and it is Tusitala from Gentleman's Nod. Oh my, I love this stuff. The contrasts and the journey that this fragrance takes you on are something else. Bright, fresh fruits when it opens up, like peach and a couple of others that I have escaped my mind. And then you have leather here. You have cognac. I believe it's cognac or rum, one of the two. I can't really remember off the top of my head. I do apologize for that. You have leather when this dries down. I love that contrast between the bright, fresh fruits, the leather, the boozy touch that's a little bit on the dark side. So I like that contrast between fresh and dark. I really love that. And man, is this stuff potent. It packs a punch. I wouldn't call this a beast, but it like borders on that beastly territory. So you're definitely going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 hours, and it projects and it lasts. And I absolutely love this stuff. It's so freaking amazing. And Gentleman's Nod makes some of the best shaving products that you will ever try in your life. The best skin feel, and all things that are important to shave enthusiasts, or if you are looking into shave products, they make some of the best. But guys, do not sleep on their fragrances, because their fragrances are equally as great. And they do use Mon, the lab Mon, they use with the creations of their fragrances. But yeah, this stuff is great. Now, I mentioned the others as like more of office safe wear. Can you pull this off in the office? Yes, you absolutely can if you control the trigger. But you have to understand, most of these fragrances that we've discussed so far have been more on the fresh, clean side. This is a deviation of that. So if you think that the people around you will enjoy smelling, things like peach and leather and boozy notes, then yeah, I guess you can, pull this off in the office. I've worn this in the office during... Jesus, I just knocked my whole setup over. I hope nothing got... Well, the bottle didn't get damaged, but I'm a mess. I really am a mess. Anyway, so we were talking about office and mass appeal. So this is kind of a deviation from freshies, office feel. You like, the people would have to enjoy fresh fruits, boozy notes, leather. So for me, this is more going out, date night, things like that. This will excel and exceed. And one thing is for sure, nobody that you are going to come in contact with is going to smell like you. So you don't have to worry about smelling like somebody else or somebody else's ex or whatever you're worried about. You don't have to worry about any of that with Tusitala from Gentleman's Nod. I highly recommend this stuff. It is a great fragrance. And yeah, check it out. Gentleman's Nod, Tusitala. All right, we have 3 left. So up next is Zaharoff Seraphim Blue. And you could see, yep, I wore this a bunch. So thing with this is, it is a blue scent. It takes the blue fragrance, the genre that we are familiar with. When I think of blue fragrances, I think of Versace Dylan Blue, but that's a little bit juvenile. I think of Versace Pour Homme, which I think is one of the best blue fragrances on the market in terms of affordability. We think of things like Chanel Bleu de Chanel, which is arguably one of the best blue fragrances when it comes to quality. And then from the niche realm, we think of Raja Dove's Elysium, right? Elysium Parfum Cologne, or whatever the hell they call that fragrance, which I own somewhere. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So here we have the traditional feeling of a blue fragrance. You have the aquatic tendencies, you have the marine aspects, clean woodiness throughout the dry down. You have this aromatic, fresh components with the eucalyptus, minty quality when it opens. The floral heart is my favorite part of this fragrance, because you have orris along with a couple of other floral ingredients that create this powderiness to the scent that also reminds me of the next fragrance that we'll talk about. There are differences, but they also share some similarities as well. So with this one here, the unique twist to it is the coconut, which creates this this hint of a tropical feel, which I appreciate about the scent. And that's, overall, I think that this is a fantastic composition that obviously I love wearing. It's an easy reach. Not a whole lot of thinking goes into it when wearing this one. I could wear it casually, date nights, office wear, pretty simple stuff. The only thing that I wish this was a little bit stronger. I wish it lasted a little bit longer. So with that, not a beast. I get about 6-7 hours on my skin. This doesn't scream, doesn't project. It creates this nice, soft, gentle scent bubble, scent cloud. You can go a little bit chaotic with the trigger on this one. I really don't think you can overspray with this fragrance here. But hey, if you're looking for something easy, clean, fresh to wear, you like a bit of a tropical feel, Seraphim Blue, sample it, check it out. Maybe you like it, and maybe you won't, but you won't know until you try it. Once again, one of the most worn fragrances of summertime 2024, Signature Seraphim Blue from Zaharoff. The last two fragrances we are going to be talking about, or I will be talking about, are the fragrances that I definitely wore the most in the summertime. How do I know this? Because I have a table where my weekly rotation sits, and these two fragrances here, these last two fragrances, never left that weekly rotation, making them definitely my most worn fragrances. You could see by the humongous dent. So I got this in the late spring. I purchased this bottle, and that's how much I used. Now, if we are just sticking to the summer months, I used about 10 milliliters of this juice, approximately between 12 and 15 mils gone here. I absolutely love Mefisto Gentiluomo from Xerjoff. This fragrance is just unbelievable. Shares similarities to Seraphim Blue. Now, because you have the aquatic nature to the scent. You have aromatic spices here. You also have that powdery kind of floral heart, almost giving you this barbershop feel, whereas Seraphim Blue will not give you a barbershop feel. This goes into a powdery barbershop aspect. It still has the bright freshness to the scent, and it's just fantastic. It's woody, it's fresh, it's powdery, it's clean, beautiful citrus components. I love this stuff. Now, the differences are, I find Mefisto Gentiluomo versus the Seraphim Blue to be a tad bit darker. I would say still kind of has this blue fragrance sort of feel, just a little bit darker side-by-side comparison when comparing it to Seraphim Blue. The powdery, fresh barbershop kind of feel with this one is why I reached for it more. And also, it's powerful. I get about 7-8 hours on my skin with this. Lasts incredible. Just smells fantastic. And yeah, I just love it. I just love it. It has everything that I love about, that I enjoy about fresh fragrances. You have those, aquatic touches, and that combination with the aquatics and that barbershop feels so unique to a fragrance. At least, from what I guess you could say, from what I haven't smelled, I've never come across something that smells quite like this. Fantastic stuff. Great for the office. Great for date nights. It's a little bit more mature. I would say this one doesn't really, isn't limited to any specific age range or anything like that, making this maybe a little bit more versatile than Mefisto Gentiluomo, because it does have this kind of maturity to it in the overall composition. I don't care though. I absolutely love this stuff. I think it's fantastic. Once again, that's Xerjoff Mefisto Gentiluomo. Definitely a must try if you haven't tried this. It's that damn good. The last fragrance that I will be speaking about today is also like Gentiluomo, like I just said about that. This one and that fragrance were jockeying for position for number one most worn. The difference is I may have worn this just as many times as Gentiluomo, but definitely less sprays, because it is potent. It is a beast, and in fact, this fragrance here, ladies and gentlemen, is the strongest fragrance on this list. This comes to us from the house of Lorenzo Pazzaglia, and this is Dream Sea. I love this Sea collection from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. Right now, my two favorites are Arctic Sea and Dream Sea. Now, with this fragrance here, quick side note, I did turn on one of my colleagues to it. He just loved the way that this smelled and was really interested about picking up a bottle for himself. I sent him a link, told him where to check it out, and the rest was history. And now he enjoys it, and he says that his girlfriend loves it on him. It smells great. With this one here, yes, it is like a day at the beach minus the sunscreen. So what do you think of when you think of beach, right? Well, at least here, let me paint a picture for you. You have the ocean water, sea breeze, that sea mist kind of brushing up against your nose. It's a bright, sunny day, hence the freshness of the scent. It's a little green. You can smell a little greenness in the air. That's what you get here. It is beautiful, crisp, clean, fresh, lightly floral. Beautiful floral heart of this fragrance. You notice the trend? A lot of these fragrances, I say, have a floral heart. But anyway, I digress. Awesome ambergris accord in the base of this fragrance, giving it this musky sea kind of quality, which Aventus Cologne has as well. Two totally different fragrances in a league of their own, no comparison. This lasts all day on my skin, 10 to 12 hours. It is a beast. It pushes, it projects for the first 2 hours. When you apply this to skin, it is a commitment. You have to know and understand that this is a commitment that's going to last me through my whole workday and then some. Now, with scents that do last all day, what I enjoy most of the time is things that are nuanced, they have depth, they have complexity. That's what I find here with Lorenzo Pazzaglia's Dream Sea, which is another reason why I love it so much. If you guys have tried anything from this house right here, Lorenzo Pazzaglia, or anything else, leave those in the comments below. That is all I have for you today. This is going to be it. This is the last summer themed video that I have for you guys. We're going to move into fall, and with that, I will have plenty of more content and videos coming up in the very near future. We're done with extra long breaks now for the rest of the year. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out what I have in store for you in the upcoming weeks and as we get further into fall and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on all notifications and share this video out to more folks that could use a little bit of me in their life. Okay? Okay. And with that, I say to you, love yourself, love each other, take care of yourself and each other. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you soon, guys. Love you. Peace.